This is the plaintiff, Jolene Roca. She says she went to get her hair done by the defendant, and the unskilled woman got glue all over her natural hair, and all of it had to be cut off. She certainly isn't a professional, and she's here suing her for the $800 she's owed. This is the defendant, Rihanna Akuteri. She says the plaintiff is making a mountain out of a molehill. She admits she got a tiny bit of glue on one section of the woman's head, but please, she's trying to make a federal case out of it. She's accused of creating a sticky situation.
All parties, please raise your right hands.
Welcome back to the People's Court. Next case on the docket, the plaintiff got hair extensions courtesy of the defendant and says it's such a mess. The plaintiff has glue all over her scalp, but the defendant says she got a little drop of glue on the woman and she freaked out over nothing. It's the case of a sticky situation.
Thank you, Douglas.
You are welcome.
Okay, Ms. Roca, what happened?
Hi, so basically I went to go get my hair done. I wanted to get this hairstyle called Island Locks. You know, I was looking for a hairstylist that can do my hair before I started culinary school. You know, I explained to her what I wanted. You know, she was really nice. Communication was great. I booked my appointment with her the same day that I found her on Instagram. And I also saw that she did my cousin's hair as well, and I really liked it. I didn't have any issues. You know, she gave me the details on where to book everything. You know, I went through everything. I booked it, and I paid $175 for the hairstyle. My appointment was actually scheduled for 11 o'clock that morning, and she sent me a message and said that she had to reschedule. You know, being the person that I am, I'm understanding. So I was just like, you know what, no problem. You know, I understand things happen. So as the time was going by, she texted me again and told me that she wasn't going to be able to do my hair at that time and she had to reschedule for later on in that day. So not only did she reschedule twice in a day, but I still made my way to go and get my hair done, you know? And I didn't request for any money back or anything. How do you know I don't have kids, you know, of that nature? So I still went nice, and I did have an attitude when I got there. She was still doing someone else's hair. And I waited for a whole hour and a half to get my hair done.
Okay, so you stay, you get the hairstyle done. What time do you get out of there?
I didn't leave until 1:30 in the morning.
Oh, goodness.
I was finishing my hair.
And when you left, were you happy? Did you like how it looked?
Yes, I did. I did like my hair the moment she did my hair. I wouldn't take that away. I did love my hair, and I told her that.
Okay. And then what happens, though?
Usually when I get my hair done, I can't keep a hairstyling for a long time because I have, like, sensitive scalp, and I have to wash my hair right away. So I don't leave, like, those hairstyles in for a long time. So when I was getting ready to take my hair out,
when you say taking out your hair, it's hold on. When you say taking out your hair, it's because she put extensions?
Yes. She added
So you were going to take out the extensions. Okay.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So
go
as
on.
I was taking out
what
my
happened?
hair, I realized that it was glue on my natural hair. You know, I actually, in the midst of finding out when that happened, I sent her a message on Facebook, and I did let her know, and she said, oh no, I'm so sorry. She told me that she was going to take it out for me. But my thing is, I wouldn't want to go back to you. You put glue on my hair. You know, as I was taking it, it wasn't just in one portion of my hair. It was actually in the front portion of my hair as well. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, what do I do? So and mind you, this is not regular hair glue. This is nail glue, you know? And I'm just like, oh my gosh, you know, my hair, like, I take pride in my hair. So I'm like, I have to cut it off. Like, what else is there for me to do?
But so you just you didn't want her to try to fix it. Did you go to someone else to try to get the extensions off, or no?
No, I didn't.
Are these pictures of what was happening?
Yes.
Okay. Now, is that an extension? That's an extension, right?
That's my hair.
What'd you end up doing? How did you solve the problem?
Oh man, I was up until I was up until 6 o'clock the next morning trying to take out my hair. You know, I was actually I just ended up having to loose it out. You know, I had to unbraid the hair. I had to try to see if I could cut, like, the ends of the extension off where I can, you know, take out my natural hair to unravel it.
So did you call her and say, I want my money back, and she refused?
Yes, I did.
Okay, Ms. Aquatera, what happened? Is it typical to glue to put glue on the real hair? Because isn't that going to damage the real hair?
Yes. So it wasn't intentions. My intentions wasn't to get it on her natural hair. It was only supposed to be on the extensions. But I do understand where she comes from. Like, nail glue is definitely not supposed to be on someone's natural hair. But because I was new to this style, like, I learned it through YouTube. You know what I'm saying? They don't teach you how to do this style in cosmetology school. So I had to go through YouTube and figure it out myself. So,
but why nail
YouTube
glue?
Videos that I saw. Oh, that's what they recommended. So I went with what what the other stylist recommended. I didn't really know. I figured out other ways now to, go around it. But at the time, I was still using the nail glue.
So then why wouldn't you give her money back?
I was just a little skeptical. And she said she was going to send me more pictures, but I never received the pictures. So I didn't know how to go about it, honestly. And like I said, me being a new stylist, I'm like, oh, this hasn't happened to me before. So, it's not a big deal. Especially because she only
But
sent
it is
me
a big
one
deal.
picture.
Look at you. You're being sued.
No, it definitely
and you're being
is a big
sued on
deal.
national television. It's a big deal. And now she also wants pain and suffering. But I got to tell you, I mean, this, as much as we all love our hair and as complicated as hair can be, pain and suffering isn't for bad hair cases. But she is certainly going to get all of her money back. Not part of it, all of it. Because it sounds like you're pretty much admitting that you went about it the wrong way, which I appreciate. So I'm ruling in favor of Ms. Roca in this case for the entire $175. Good luck.
Oh, it's not for, it was for hair as well, though.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Go ahead.
She purchased hair as well. So it was two separate prices in one. So she paid an additional $50 for me to purchase the hair.
So is that accurate? And the hair part you got the benefit of, right? Because you had the hairstyle. So she's right about that it should be $125 back. All right, my ruling is $125 in favor of the plaintiff. Thank you.
So the plaintiff is going to get $125 back. Ms. Akuteri, how do you feel about that? You seem to be okay, I guess.
With it. I really didn't have an issue giving her money back. It was just the fact that she went on Facebook and put my personal information out there, and that really hurted me. So it was just like, whoa, before me and her could have came to an agreement, she just went on Facebook and tried to bash me about it. So I think that's what really, took me. But I'm fine with giving her $125 back. I have no issue with it.
All right. Well, you seem like a very kind person indeed. Good enough. It's a shame you had to come to court for this. Ms. Roca, what about that? She said she would give you your money back. How come you had to sue her for it?
Because as I stated, I asked for the money. She didn't want to give it back to me because the first thing she kept on telling me was she has a no refund policy. The options was either to go back to her and get a hairstyle as a discount price. And after you put glue on my hair, why would I want to return back to you to do my hair? Me going on Facebook wasn't to bash her. Me going on Facebook was to let other people know that when they get this hairstyle, not to put glue in their hair. So basically alerting someone else if they get this hairstyle, not to let the hairstylist put glue in your hair.
Well, the word has gotten out far and wide now, thanks to this. So you're okay. You're happy. You get your money back, right?
Yes, I am.
I don't know much about hair, but I do know that if there's two kinds of glue, one that's called hair glue and one that's called nail glue, I know which one I want on my head. Agreed?
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, I've had nail glue. The whole idea is to never let go. That's what nail glue is for. So you can't let go.
And I have to say that, it doesn't inspire confidence in me as a customer. If I go, let's say I went to a doctor and I had to have a surgical procedure done. If she came to me and said, well, I haven't done this before, but I saw a YouTube video, that might be a time to worry a little bit. But she might be a terrific hairstylist, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying this particular style was kind of a new thing for her.
When our kids went off to college, when Christy, the oldest, went off to college, I started to panic. I went into a blind panic. I'm like, I haven't taught you how to sew a button. I haven't taught you how to change a tire. She goes, well, I'm leaving without a car. And she says, and I know how to sew a button. I'm like, how do you know how to sew a button? She goes, I write the words, how to sew a button on YouTube, Mom.
Right.
So YouTube can be an absolutely wonderful resource. You just maybe don't want your professional learning from that.
You can learn a lot, and you can accomplish a lot through YouTube, no question.
Tammy wants to know this. Hey, Harvey, do businesses have the right to tell you what type of mask you have to wear in their establishment? That's a good one. I don't know whether they can say, well, that's not a good mask. You need an N95, you need a cloth mask. I think the key is you just got to wear a mask, whatever it is, to protect everyone. See you next time.